been quite a while since I've come back. 2 weeks, exactly. But stick to the ending because now, as you guys might have seen, I have a new intro and new thumbnails, new advanced thumbnails. And I'm gonna keep the gamer type because it's the most kiddish one. And I have a new outro. Don't forget to like, subscribe. That helps out the channel. If we could reach 10 subscribers before the end of the month, I will be so grateful to you guys. Channel's over 150 views now, so thank you. Now, today we are planning to do I was planning to do one because I cannot do multiple because it requires a lot now that I'm making real and stuff. But yeah, so this is maybe a series, but it's short stories, not short but spectacular stories of World War I and 2. So today it's raining outside. Yeah, perfect day to do that. So we are talking about the Piggyback bombers. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of context here, okay? So after what he endured on December 31, 1944, while under heavy attack during an ill-fated bombing mission over northern Germany, Glenn H. Rojohn, I think I'm saying that right, had no interest in popping a bottle of champagne and ringing in the new year. We never celebrated New Year's Eve, said his son David Rojohn of Jefferson. New Year's Day would not bring about much better memories because on the first day of 1945, Glenn Rojohn was a new prisoner of war. He would remain a German prisoner until the war's ends 5 months later. Rojohn, who grew up on a farm in Greenock, Elizabeth Township, was piloting a B-17 Flying Fortress. Will be coming soon. Okay, so you have a little bit of context. Let's continue. In the New Year's Eve attacks on the synthetic oil factory in Hamburg, when all hell broke loose, besieged by heavy anti-aircraft flak near target and wave after wave of strafing by Germany Messerschmitt Fighter or Bf-109s. One of the Germans stopped a airplane. By the way, this episode will be longer. I might be long on the episodes now because, yeah, it's so fun. So, let's continue. So, to continue, I have a laptop by my side to have the information, so that's what I look like certain days. Just to have some information. So, near the target, and wave after wave was strafing by Germany. 12 of 37 planes were down and 100 crewmen were killed, captured, or missing. According to David Rojohn, his sister Cindy Rojohn of Elizabeth Township, Rojohn survived became one of the miracles of the war when his B-17 collided midair with a bomber below and became hooked together in what has become known as the Piggyback flight. So they were on top of each other. A propeller and top guards of the lower B-17 were jammed into Rojohn B-17s. And he and his co-pilot, William Bleak, were able to free the airplane. David Rojohn said, quote, "So how Rojohn and his co-pilot landed the conjoined planes on Germany soil near Wilhelmshaven." Yeah, I think that I forgot to mention what was so good about the stories. They were flying perfectly. Like if the wing was this side, the other wing was this side, and yeah. But it was too much weight on the lower B-17, so they wanted to do an emergency landing. So, Rojohn's plane slid free upon impact, and the lower point exploded and burned. Cindy Rojohn said, as for telling his family about the experience, it was nothing for a long time. It was not until he attended reunions of his wartime comrades that discussed it. That David Rojohn said, Rojohn, who went into the army in October 1942 with the intention of being a bomber pilot, will undergo 2 weeks of interrogation by the Germans. They thought Rojohn was piloting a new 8-engine warplanes the Allies had developed, rather than it being the accidental joining of two planes in midair. David Rojohn then said they thought it was a super plane. David Rojohn said the harrowing experience for Rojohn and his crew evolved out of the fog of war, and in this case, literal fog. Rojohn crew, part of the 8th Army Air Force 100 bomb group, were awakened in the middle of the night. So that's not important, but that's a basic story. I hope you like it. Like if you want it to become a series or just part-time things. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.